It is not the desperate bitch who runs over and is freaking all over the guy trying to get to go out with her. It's the girl who looks at him from across the room, who with confidence gives him a look that says, I want you. Channel. This is the Real Manifestation Talk with your girl, Dina Haynes, where I teach you how to deliberately create the life of your dreams through manifestation, scripting, and much more. And today I'm going to be talking about manifesting a specific person when you just feel desperate. When you got to have it now. You got to have him or her or they now. But before we get into it, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon so you'll be notified when the next video comes up. And comment down below, because this week I gave a shout out to someone who commented in the video, Kim Woods. She suggested a video and I did a video specifically on that topic. And you could do the same. So comment down below, tell me what topics you'd like me to discuss in terms of manifestation, and I will give you a shout out. Hello. I also am a manifestation coach. So if you would like to book a one-on-one session with me to work specifically with you on your specific manifestations, then check out my prices here. I offer 30 and 60-minute sessions. We're going into the next year, so you're going to want to get on that real quick. And let's get into the video. All right, so I chose this topic because I see this a lot in clients. I see this a lot in friends who are manifesting a specific person. A lot of the time, you feel desperate. You feel like you just want it so bad. And maybe there are things happening in the 3D reality that are really discouraging. Like I just did a video on Friday where I talk about, check it out. I'll actually link it right here, where I talk about how to manifest when you have a third party involved. And that can be, or it can seem challenging, but really the thing about manifestation that you have to remember is that there really is nothing challenging about it unless you make it. And if you think it's challenging, then just affirm to yourself that it's easy. It is easy to look away from the 3D reality. It is easy for me to focus on my desired outcome. It is easy for me to manifest whatever I want, whenever I want. So this is kind of how I think about that desperation. This is why I said this to my girlfriend. I said, don't be that bitch in the club who's desperate. You know the girl, the one who's like, she sees the guy in the club and she wants him, right? But instead of letting him come to her, she's like making the first move, making all the moves, right? And what's the guy going to do with that? He's going to be like, wow, this girl's kind of desperate. That doesn't seem so fun. Doesn't seem appetizing. It's not sexy, right? What's sexy is confidence. Look at your SP. Look at your manifestation. Identify it and go, I want this, but do it with confidence. And then flirt with it a little bit. Visualize it. Do affirmations around it. Daydream about it, right? But then turn your back to it. Walk away. Manifest something else. Because that quiet confidence is what brings your manifestation quicker. You establish what it is that you want, and then by flirting with it, the flirting part is you visualizing it. Visualize very specifically from first person point of view, how you see that relationship. What is the outcome? What is the end result? What is the best case scenario of what you want that relationship to be? Whether it's marriage or whether it's you're just in love and you're together. Maybe it's that you're having kids together. Whatever it is, that end result is what you want to focus on and picture it. Get very specific. At some point, you got to turn your back on it. Yeah, I said that. You got to turn your back on it and focus on something else. Because what I find with people who are manifesting a specific person is that you you squeeze it too hard and you poke at it and you pick at it and you're constantly trying to manipulate it so that it comes, say, in like your timeline. I understand you want it to come in your timeline, but the truth is when you add your timeline to it, you're just putting weight on the manifestation. You think of it as like Abraham Hicks talks about this all the time. It's like a cork bobbing in the water. The cork is your manifestation, and what you're doing when you're constantly fussing at it is you're holding it under the water. But as soon as you let that cork go, it bobs back up to the top. So the less you manipulate your manifestation, the less you manipulate the circumstances around your manifestation, the quicker it comes to you. So you kind of have to think to yourself, every time I try to manipulate, every time I try to say, oh, I'm just going to go and show up. I know they're going to be here at such and such time. I'm going to show up and force an interaction. You're just pushing the manifestation away. And secondly, that interaction is not going to go probably how you hope it will go. The only time you should be picking yourself up and taking action is if you have gotten a direct message from Spirit to do so. And the only way to know that you've gotten direct message from Spirit is to quiet down the fears. You have to be coming at it from a place of confidence, from a place of knowing that that person is yours and that there is no fear, there is no doubt. First things first is you have to work on dampening that fear, dampening those fearful thoughts in your mind. And only then will you hear messages from Spirit that inspire you to take action, and only action that feels like this is the best thing for me at this time. This is the best thing I can possibly do in this moment. And in the meantime, work on your affirmations. If your affirmations haven't been working so far, then switch them up. I think every so often you should change them, because day by day, or at least week by week, you are changing. You're having contrasting moments where your desires might shift a little bit. So definitely check in with the affirmations that you're currently using and see if you can tweak them, reword them, make them better. And stop being that sad bitch in the club. It is not the desperate bitch who runs over and is freaking all over the guy trying to get to go out with her. It's the girl who looks at him from across the room, who with confidence gives him a look that says, I want you. That guy or that woman is going to have no choice but to come over and find out, who is this chick that's like coming at me like this, like I want you, and with confidence, but is still across the room. He's going to want to come over there and walk over to you and get to know you. And it's the same thing with your manifestation. Your manifestation, if you come across too hard trying to get on that manifestation, it's not going to have anything to do with you, or it's going to take some more convincing at the very least, right? You got to convince that manifestation that you're worth it, because right now you're looking a little desperate. Don't be that desperate girl in the club. Be that confident girl who can look across the room, spot something she wants, and then walk away and wait for it to come to her. Because that's exactly what it will do. Once you hook your manifestation, once you hook your SP with that kind of energy, then you just reel them in. All right, so if you like this video, hit the like button, please. And don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, tell me what topics you'd love for me to discuss about manifestation, and I will give you a shout out. Have a great week. I will see you next time.